Fantastic. Sarah Cook, thank you so much for agreeing to chat with me about being here, here in Newton St Boswells, where you've been working as a pharmacist, and you've also been working in the church, and now you're just about to start your probationary period at Jedburgh, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But Sarah, just on that one, where does this all start? Do you want to tell us something about the start of this journey to ministry?
Yeah, sure. That's a good question. So I've always had a call, I would say, on some level to ministry. Back when I was sort of picking my subjects for A-levels and things back in Ireland, I had prospectuses for both pharmacy schools and theology and divinity, specifically at St Andrews, and I was torn between the two at the time. And life just took me down the road of pharmacy. So I went and became a pharmacist and have been qualified as a pharmacist now for 13 years. At the time when I qualified, there was no jobs in Northern Ireland at the time. So I relocated to Scotland to work for Boots the Chemist. And it was really when I moved to Scotland and started to go to church here at the Church of Scotland in St Boswells, that the calling became stronger and stronger during that time. And yeah, I would say it niggled for a long time, and I think, like a lot of ministers would say, they've probably ignored it for a while until it gets to the point where it becomes very obvious and you can't ignore it anymore. And yeah, it got to the point where I just felt that I had to look into this a bit more now. And although I loved my job as a pharmacist, I worked in Jedburgh for a lot of years, and it was a really tough decision at the time to give that up, because I really did enjoy my work. I enjoyed the team of girls I worked with and my customers, and I was really quite happy working there. But I felt now at that point that I really wanted to obey the call, and with all my heart I wanted to go and serve the Lord. So yeah, I made that difficult decision, but it's been the best decision that I've made.
Fantastic. It's lovely to hear something of your story, Sarah. I'm aware there's more than that, but it's great for what you shared. And you're just coming to the end of 3 years of training at Highland Theological College.
Yeah.
As part of your Church of Scotland formation for ministry. Just how was that for you? How do you find that?
I would say it was tough. It was a challenge, balancing working in the pharmacy still with 2 young children. A degree is obviously a lot of work, essays and exams and lectures, and back to the world of all that again. But it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the course, met some really good friends along the way. The university was brilliant, very supportive, and really well structured for distance learning, because obviously with it being in Dingwall, I wasn't going to make that commute every day. So I was a distance learning student, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the course. I had church placements to do alongside each academic year. So my first placement was in Peebles with Malcolm Jefferson, and it was brilliant time at the Lecky, a really blessed time. I felt like I grew a lot in that year. Second year at uni, I went to Hoyk, where I was in Teviot and St Mary's Old Parish, and it was a really good experience as well. Learned a lot there too. And then I had a final 10-week placement full-time to do, which I split between Rosie and Melrose and Reverend Susan Brown in Greenlaw, and I learned a lot during that time as well. So but a very blessed 3 years. Oh, it's been a lot of work.
And now here you are, embarking on a probationary period in Jedburgh. How are you feeling?
I am feeling extremely nervous, but very excited as well. Having those connections with Jedburgh in the past, having been their pharmacist there for 8 years, it's really lovely to think I'm going back now to be a probationary minister for them there. So yeah, I feel very connected to there, and I feel there's a lot of opportunity and potential for mission there. So I'm excited to see what the congregation and myself can do to grow together and share along the way.
Finally, do you have any, looking at the year 15 months, 18 months ahead, in terms of any hope for what's going to happen?
I would love to be able to say that at the end of that time we would have a thriving messy church going in Jedburgh. Perhaps I'm a bit ambitious, but you have to have a vision on some level, and yeah, that would be what I would love to see. More children and families coming along to church would be what I would love.
Fantastic, Sarah Cook. Thank you so much for speaking.
Thank you.